So we're going live on the last day of the dragon readings for 2022, and I feel like David Attenborough, looking into your world, finding out what's going on for you, and listening to your soul. Hi there, my name is Fiona, and every week I do the dragon readings, which is what I was asked to do. The dragons are basically there and have everything to do with you evolving into your higher frequency, into your higher self. In other words, you have your soul integrated and you are operating in this world with your feet and your, your bottom on the world, but you are also understanding the bigger picture. You're also understanding why you're here, the vision that Source has for you. You're also understanding the evolution, the higher frequencies that we're coming into, and how you now go about creating your world rather than sticking and struggling in all this ensuing low vibration that really needs to come out, up and out of you. If you have any questions about that, this is basically why I'm here, to help you understand what's going on with you when you get tangled up in terrible problems with relationships or finances that just aren't working out for you. These are all earth problems, and your body, when your body's showing up with symptoms. So this is what I'm here for, to help you understand, to sort of look into your world, and the dragons are here to sort of help guide me to look into your world so that we can just release all of that rubbish and get you onto being a person in your full spirit, the one that you came here to be, creating a great life. There are 8 dragons, and each Friday I put up the photos of the 8 dragons, and then when I'm reading them on the Monday, I'm always asking about what the theme is, what it is that they want to tell you. So you choose one of the dragons, one of the 4 dragons, and if you find that 2 are really calling you, then you plug into that. And there's always a message in all of that for you. It's a bit like having an oracle card. So, but they grow and they grow with you every single week. You'll hear something different. You'll understand something different. You'll look like, oh my God, I'm being told this again. Why am I being told this again? Usually there's some soul intervention going on. There's some physical symptom that's just holding you back, like you just can't walk anymore, or you've had another accident, or you've just had an abnormal smear test, or there's something going on, or financially you're rock bottom and you're terrified. So they're always reading for you, helping you to attract the right dragon so that you get your right message, so that you can stop all this ensuing struggle that goes on with being a human, when you are here to be a spirit and a soul. Big stuff, isn't it? Big stuff. Did you know that the energies of the planet just keep getting higher frequency, and they're just speeding up. Things are just going faster and faster and faster. And as a human in a low vibration, in a density, in this flesh and bones body, we really need to be able to rise with that frequency, or we're going to get very stuck, and it's going to be really difficult for us to sort of claw our way out of that. So this is why the dragons are here, to give you all these messages to help you remember who you are and what you came here to do. I've got 4 dragons this week. We're starting with Utopia. Now, Utopia is the end result. She's like the where we all really want to get to. She's really a dragon that does not ever land back on the earth again. So in other words, you as a human, you don't ever have to crawl around in the dark night of the soul again. You don't ever have to sort of walk through that sludge and the treacle and the goo, or get caught up in all the brambles, and you're just 2 steps forward and 5 steps back. So Utopia is basically there to help you understand something. Now, I always ask the dragon, what is it this week that we want to understand, to do with how far we've come in 2022, or whatever your question is about 2023, and my clock says 2:03, so 2023. So we really need to be able to tune in and then listen and absorb the message as it comes through. Now, oracle cards are fine, you read them, but sometimes there's only like a small smidgen of your mind that's elevated, that's ignited when you read something in a book. When you hear it, it takes on a completely different entity, a completely different energy for you. It really starts speaking to your soul. So this is what I'm doing when I come on live every single Monday, as I promised that I would do, my betrothal to the dragons, that I would come on and I would read their message to you so that you hear it and you see it. And I can tell you then certain renditions and certain stories of how that's affected me. So it makes it come to life. And then you're also able to kind of remember who you are, what you came in here for, and what it is that's coming up in you that you need to let go of. All this year, the dragons have been saying is zero tolerance for understanding all of this rubbish that's been going on, that we've been holding on to as humans, holding on to these energies and these stories so tightly. And utopia is really very much the dragon that just kind of goes, you know what, I don't really hold on to any of that anymore. It's like, it's gone. I've done it. I've released it. I don't need to land back in the low vibration of being human. I see with new eyes. I feel with a new heart. So on that theme, let's just find out what utopia, what card number she wants us to read today on the theme of never having to come back as never having to wake up in the morning or land in the dark night of the soul again, because you've released it all. So what number? 6. Okay. She was a bit tardy telling me which number she wanted me to read. So let's see what number 6 is all about. And if you took part in the Dragon Treasure Trove, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The dragons are just giving me so many different ideas about how they can reach into your life, how they're here to support you, how you can have your own dragon. One of the things in the treasure trove was a meditation of listening to your and finding your own dragon, so that you know you've always got this massive essence there to support you and hold you safe. And here you go. Here's number 6 of the whole 64 card deck. This is actually card number 62, very, very near the end of the deck. And Utopia's message to you today, anybody's listening, but if you chose Utopia, then this is her message to you. There is support for all things. Just ask. With this new evolution of humanity, you get to experience that you are not alone, nor have you ever been alone, and are always far from alone. So that's beautiful, isn't it? Imagine that you have your own dragon next to you, and that's why I did that meditation as guided by them, so that you know that you have your own dragon. The evidence has been laid out before you in every circumstances that you have ever experienced. Now you just need to start believing this is what you needed for your own higher good. And you also remember to ask for assistance in how you can experience what you want to change, so that you can move through this last situation and then get to the next. You can just adjust your focus of your thoughts and your energy, and the support that is available for you can flood in for you to see. Can you feel and acknowledge that you are supported and that your soul has intervened in your life to set you on track, to move you forwards and orchestrate the circumstances for your own benefit and for your highest good, and to bring you here where you are right now? So whatever you're struggling with, that is soul intervention, because she wants you to look at it so hard until you kind of say the words, I don't want to struggle with this anymore, so that you can go on and create something else. There is a need for you to strongly believe now, a need to step into your new, accepting, evolved self with this new understanding, holding on to new, deeper comprehension, and take a leap of faith that there is a new creation for you that is appearing just ahead and just around the corner, that comes from the invisible, imaginary realm to further support you. You are the creator and are supported in all things. It goes on, but that is card number 62, very much inviting you to create the next phase and to see that whatever's coming up for you has been put there as soul intervention, so that you can just rise above it You can just float above it. This is really the message from Utopia. The second dragon that we have today is the beautiful Lunar Ray. Lunar Ray is very much about you sensing, very much about your feelings, very much about the sensual side of life. When I met Lunar Ray, she's a pearlescent dragon, and she's more like a wyvern. They call it, so they've not got feet and things, and they're just like a long thing. So she's like a long thin snake. So when you touch her, have you ever felt a snake? Very soft and pliable and warm, and they're not scales so much, but they're just so smooth. If you've ever felt snake skin, that is what Lunar Ray is. So it's very much about the sensual side of things. Right, Lunar Ray, what number card would you, she keeps saying 6, what card would you like us to read so that we can go through this phase? Okay, so today Lunar Ray, card number 30 of the whole deck, is talking a new day, a new world, a new human living in a sensitive and an evolved humanity. This is where we are feeling our way forward. So just imagine that you can just feel her skin and see the colours and just know what she, not just tactilely, but what she feels like. So this is what she's going to invite you into today. So this one is all about a new day. Are you seeking a world with more feeling because you have a need of a feeling that you believe you lack, or there is a feeling that you've never really experienced? The new world is full to the brim of feelings, and it is a safe world to experience all of your feelings. All feelings are accepted as equal. The good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, the joyful, and the love. You are eager to experience more of this new world. One where people are friendly, helpful, and if you tell people what you would like, they will naturally help you get it. It's a world of co-creation, cooperation, and in this new reality you have your unique piece of the puzzle, and there are so many lovely people who are on the same wavelength. Things work out easily and feel like no effort because you have similar goals. You recognize your soul groups and your tribes are coming together and provide support and mutual understanding for your growth. It's a quiet place where the pace is slow, but things appear for you with a speed that is delicious. Many things go right for you, as for your loved ones. You find yourself experiencing that feeling more and more, that you feel better and better, maybe especially around experiencing more love. And it seems to be the ultimate feel-good feeling that you want to have an experience of. There is a deep feeling of the expression of love that sits in your body and can be felt, and it's like no other feeling. It cannot be conveyed or transmitted just by the word. It is required by sentiment to be attached in the communication. You know, when somebody says, love you, it's like putting a plaster over something. Where's the sentiment? Where's the connection? Where's the real heartfelt message in there? If you could allow yourself to just feel it and drop in, and then tell someone that you love them, they would feel it, and the same comes back for you as well. There is a way of changing that if you're not feeling love or experiencing love from another and you want to, like an old partner or somebody you've been with for a long time. It's you that can change that whole relationship around. The whole communication has the body melting with the warmth, the softness, the complete flowing of that feeling. The ebb and flow of that love, that ever-expanding feeling of that love within your body, when you take in the whole universe, of the whole love that the universe has for you into your body, when you feel it can rise and fill you up right to the very brim. You couldn't take in another breath because you're so full already, because you feel so full of love. Now that's something to be experienced when you feel so full of love. And what happens in the air around you, in the experience of that, when you walk around as a human who feels that, people give you parking tickets, open doors for you, people smile, people are generous. You go in a shop and they give you a gift. People are just really friendly and sweet. Everything goes right when you're in that in-love feeling. So that's Lunar Ray today. And the next dragon, dragon number 3, the rainbow dragon, is ceremony. Ceremony's purpose and meaning for you is that you have, through all the colours of the rainbow, sort of let go of so many different aspects of being human, and you're seeing that that doesn't affect me anymore. You come to the edge of the rainbow and you kind of go, I've let go of that, I've let go of that, I don't have that bothering me anymore, I've let go of that, release that. It's so great to see with new eyes, to know that when something is happening, or someone's being mean, or that it's coming from you and you've created it and you can recreate it. So you've gone through all the different colours of the rainbow, you've let go worries about money, you've let go worries about health, you've let go worries about relationships, you've let go worries about stories about all sorts of different things that have happened to you. This is what ceremony wants to teach you. Oh, 4. All right, cover number 4 then today from ceremony. Yeah, there we go. So override the old program. So her card to you is 52. And the title of that is Override the Old Program, the Survival Mind, and Let Your Intuition Flow. When your intuition is flowing, you're seeing things through the eyes of the soul. You're sensing things very differently. If you happen to fall into obsessive thinking of what's missing, or what you lack of the stories and feelings of dread that are running wild, reminding yourself it's a phase and it will look brighter under a different coloured magnifying glass. If you can imagine looking at it in a different light, in the light of a new day, those circumstances, you just, oh, why did I get my knickers in a twist about that? It's like, I know that if I get my knickers in a twist about something, I'm creating it. So, well, how can I change that then? How can I get out of this funk, and how can I start creating something differently? Remind yourself it's a phase and it will look brighter under a different magnifying glass. These feelings and situations often show you exactly what you're clearing away and ready to drop from your old programming. From the lower vibrations of the reptilian brain, only programmed for survival, and remember to be grateful for what you're being shown from this very experience. You need only ask for help with your current dilemma and be gracious for what is provided. Open up your channels to intuitively perceive what you are being prepared to complete and release. The mind, the body, and the soul, when reprogrammed and all integrated, will work together beautifully. The mind can be reprogrammed for your old survival program and your particular set of educated beliefs, and gradually receive the upgraded and uplifted flow program. This is possible for everybody to experience, where it may at first seem safer to stay in the familiar but basic survival state and let go of the old ways of thinking and acting from fight, flight, and freeze, where the reptile brain wants to keep you stuck in fear, in dramas, and worry. There are many points in your brain that are yet undiscovered, and people so far know absolutely nothing about, and also not everybody's brain works the same way, because you've all set it up with different stories. Some people have the capacity for great film scenes, imagination inside them. Other people are far more sensitive to audio, the way that the soul comes through, listening to soundtracks, listening to getting messages in the lyrics, or hearing a voice in their head, high or low pitched, and know that they can hear a voice, they can hear outside another person's audio spectrum, and they can also feel into what other people are thinking, and they'll also see and have much clarity. These are clairvoyant people who can actually see people's colours, and they can see people's auras, and they see in a different way. So you often get images of and sounds of and feelings of what people are feeling, what people are thinking. Even buildings and places like castles, for me, Edinburgh Castle, or if I go into any old chateau, I can feel what's going on. My highest sense is feeling. That's when I'm with a client and they're telling me about their symptoms or their stories. I actually get a visceral feeling of it so that I can guide the person as to what they're feeling, and then how we can go about releasing that. When we go about releasing it, something happens in that you physically have a release as well. This often happens when somebody needs to vomit afterwards, or they sweat a lot, or they pee a lot, or there's a great big bowel movement, because energetically you've held on to things in your body that you could simply now let go of. Their brains compute and recognize the vibration, the energy of something, the frequency. Other people have a sense of smell that are very acute, and still gives them the same sense of knowing and the message they receive from inside their body. It may be similar to something that somebody else sees on a film screen inside their mind, or others picked up with tactile situations or audio, and the mind deciphers the meaning clearly for that person. The mind is a fantastic organ, and also a multi-sensory and very accurate intelligence of the invisible information that can be quickly received and understood. Now, this is the new paradigm. This is a new way that you will be operating. Our children, our children's children operate already in this level of frequency, and they sense things. They're far more sensitive than our generation is. So ceremony was really about overriding your old programs. So all the stuff that you've let go of, that relationship, let go of the way I feel about that, let go of the finances. And when you've released it, it doesn't come back to haunt you. So you don't keep picking the same kind of relationships to learn that lesson. You don't keep picking the same kind of financial lack to learn that lesson either, because you can go ahead and you can create something different for yourself. Okay, and the last dragon today is Sovereign. I try and keep these readings to under 20 minutes, but sometimes they do go on. So Sovereign is really about you being in your sovereign state, your soul state. This is where you are connected to the heaven, connected to the earth, in your breath and in your being. And yes, you are seeing as the soul, feeling as the soul, hearing as the soul, as you're human. So she's very, very much integrated in. And when you're in your soul state, you really are in a very different, wholesome, neutral, observing place, not getting tied into dramas and everything else that you can do when you are in just your human state. So we are really awakening with the dragon. So what card? 3. What card do you want us to read today? Okay, so her card today is about filtering out. So filter out, keep clean your highest vibe and energy and soul state. Card number 35 in the whole deck. It's time to actively attend to your energy filter. Just as you wash your hair regularly, your energy requires a thorough clean and reset frequently. Your personal filter surrounds you and acts as an energetic boundary, and can and does get clogged. It can eventually break down from the steady stream of being bombarded and even penetrate by less desirable energy from people, places, and your environment. So low frequency gets in, the lower vibrations, the anger of people when you're in a shopping mall or car park, or it gets collected on your outer membrane, and this is what you're being asked to regularly go and take care of. Outside influences have been penetrating your filter and getting to your core, affecting your intuition, your mental clarity, your physical health, and wearing you down. If you're exhausted, if you're getting irritated, if certain things are not going right for you, it's often that you just haven't taken care of your own energy. And it's not about pampering yourself and painting your nails, but really cleaning that energy. I do a detox. I'm on the process of doing a detox this week, just so that I can clean my energy internally, and then externally I go into the woods and the trees down by the beach to clean off my energy, and often walk barefoot just to clean the energy. So it's time to cleanse so that you can effectively filter out and adjust your settings and decide what gets in and decide what gets out. So you mentally readjust, reprogram. What am I not accepting anymore? What am I not compromising on anymore? What do I want to feel? And what am I sending out? What's the frequency that I'm radiating? You are a receiver and transmitter and a living energy being that has a filter that acts in your best interests because you set the program as to what you want that filter to do for you. Imagine that you can see yourself with a thin membrane that goes around your body and even encompasses your aura. This is a good, safe way to project out all of your positive thoughts, your curiosity about the world, and radiate safely who you really are. This thin membrane is like a living jelly and feels, when it is adjusted for you, to be impermeable and protective. It's like a protective shield. You know, like those sci-fi movies when they put a shield over something. I often do that if I'm driving. I put my shield over my car so that it remains safe on motorways or don't get a parking ticket. So this is a shield that you can adapt and decide what you want in and what you're going to let out. Within this filter membrane, you are in your best energy and you are the alpha or the sovereign. You feel strong, powerful, and have certainty. The filter can be in any colour that you want to imagine it to be. You can really feel into the vision of this filter and imagine you are safe inside your soul's energy, supported with clear thinking, observant like a ninja, sensitive and able to pick up the slightest movement, acutely aware to your surroundings, yet phenomenally strong. That is card number 35. It does go into other bits and pieces in that card reading, but this is what I wanted you to do. So this is the last reading of 2022. I will be back again next Monday and posting cards on the Friday. Please take part. Please see what is coming up for you without being negligent of your energy, without being negligent of what's coming up for you, knowing that that has a message in that. You have metaphysical reasons behind the physical ailments that come up. There are soul interventions behind your finances and your business, and there's soul intervention and metaphysical reasons behind your relationships, what's going on there as well. So I'm always here to help you understand what you're creating, what you've created so far, and how we can build a strong relationship with yourself, with your inner self, which is defined as your soul, so that you can go forward and create. You can create your new reality, which means you are integrating your soul and your human beautifully. I have a book that I will start writing this year, which is The Owner and Operator's Guide to Your Human. So it is my soul and my higher conscious coming through to help you understand what your soul wants the human to know. Look, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week. Happy New Year to everybody. Just be reflective and just see how much you have let go of, how much you've grown, how much you've changed already this year. A lot of people say that it was a difficult year. It's just a year of letting go. And if you resist it, yes, it's difficult. If you see what comes up and give yourself a good talking to as a human, then you're able to let go of a lot of that. Have a wonderful week, everybody.